Hey again, and welcome back to a new video. So it's patch day, and that means we also got the new champion. So Octavia is now on live server, so to say. I couldn't really play her on PTS. I actually don't have a lot for her.
Soldiers, prepare for
Yeah, I just think I have to take this one, fitting to my ultimate, I guess. Like to a legendary. I couldn't really play her on PTS because I didn't have the time for the long queues. Because I always got like 20 to 30-minute queues or even more, so that's why I couldn't really play her there. And for a passive, I don't know. I want to try out every passive. Now in my opinion, might be the best one, like the credit one. Now I picked the credit one, and this is like my very first game on her. I mean, I did one game before. That's why I also have this legendary unlocked. I think I don't even know if this is I think this is the second legendary, like the old legendary. The first one is the he legendary. That's why I have the legendary unlocked, because I think in the beginning you level up really fast. Like I just jumped to level 3 after I'm playing one. Oh, he's playing Vortex Grip. I didn't pay attention to his legendary, and I didn't expect him to play Vortex Grip because it's pretty unusual nowadays, I would say. I don't know. So I had one game before, but there my ping was at 200, so I couldn't really do anything, couldn't really play. So let's call this my very first game here. Yeah, I kind of want to use, I'm not sure, maybe it changes over time, but for now, like my first impression is I want to use my field. I think it's distortion field or something. Let's call it just field. To take the vision of my enemies, but like throw it on the enemy or on my team. I don't really want to use it for myself, I think, because it's so huge. I feel like it would be wasted to just use it for myself. So see, that's why I try to just throw it on my team or on the enemy team. And I feel like her ult is kind of hard sometimes to actually aim or to hit. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of knew that she was hiding there. I saw her. Like it's easy to hit when someone is staying in front of you to counter like I don't know, any shield, something like that. You just throw it out. But then afterwards, I think it's actually hard to aim to hit more enemies. You kind of need to get a little bit lucky. But I think you also could just throw it out whenever. I feel like her damage, like close range, is really good. Like her damage close range feels really good. I'm not sure about her weapon damage on longer distances. I feel like this might be a little bit weaker. But I guess that's fine, otherwise her weapon would probably be too strong. Maybe she's even now too strong, I don't know, maybe she gets a little bit nerfed. Because, okay, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Her damage up close feels really strong, really hard to play against. I kind of mistimed the feed actually. I wanted to kind of say, I don't know how to call it, feed my edge, I don't know, to take the vision, or I don't know, to hide her, because she got stunned, so I didn't want the enemy team to kill her. Oh. I also think you don't really want to go in. Like, I think it's more like, maybe it's not close range, I think it's more like mid-range, just because you want to stay scoped in, obviously, because without her damage it doesn't feel that good. I don't even know how much damage she deals without scoping in. I think scoping in is like 500 and 750 headshot. And not scoping, I don't know, maybe half, like 250 body shot. I don't know. But I think, yeah, maybe mid-range. I think mid-range is her best range. And I feel like the extra credit, I mean, I don't know. I don't actually know how many extra credits we got. Like, I think it works like the game just counts the kills because there's only one kill for each champion died, so to say. So I think it's impossible to give two people the same kill. So that's probably how it works, that the game counts just the kills of the whole team. But yeah, I mean, it's of the whole team. It's not only how many limbs I got, so I can't tell how many extra credits we got. But I think it's for now it feels really good. I mean, it always depends on how many limbs your team gets. But for now, I think it's kind of good. Like, I could get full court and resilience 1, even though we didn't capture it. So we were kind of lacking on 300 credits. And I still could get those items. So I don't know. Yeah, I think it's sometimes for feet it's a little bit hard to tell where you want to throw it, especially because it also bounces off walls and sometimes off the ground. So sometimes it's a little bit hard to yeah, I don't know, aim properly where to throw your field. I didn't pay attention to how much damage I did, like without scoping him.
Don't know what we'd do without you. That hurt.
I really like her jump though. I mean, it's really good to also jump over shields. Like, imagine Khan is in front of me, I just could jump upwards and still hit him. So aim over his shield, something like that. Yeah, I think this is actually like the perfect range for her, like a little bit behind, but not as far behind as a backline DPS.
Good night.
And I don't know, maybe I misunderstood the field description, but I think you actually can, if an enemy is not standing inside the field, you can see them behind the field, I think. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it works different. It definitely works differently for Octavia herself, because if you scope in, you can throw in the field. But I don't know, sometimes I feel like you can see through it.
Step into the light and perish.
I just... Oh, yeah, the field is actually good. I just wanted to field Khan, so he can't see where we are. And then he just stunned Ashe and threw her into it. But in the end it worked out good, because then he couldn't finish up the kill on Ashe. I think you can tell where her ult comes from if you look up, I don't know. But I think you can see every beam, or you can tell where the beams are going to go, so to say. So I guess the advice would be to maybe look upwards when she's ulting to not get stunned, or not get hit by her ult. I also think the field could be really strong if you time it, or if you learn to time it on certain abilities or ults. I mean, I have to play her more often to get used to it, or get to know when to use my field on which abilities. But I think this is actually pretty strong to take the vision. Yeah, I think I don't want to be that close. Like, I want to stay behind, because otherwise it would be too hard to aim, maybe.
Just surrender. Don't know what we'd do without you. These items are gonna bring us
So see, even now we have so many credits.
well done.
I wish you could see how many limbs your whole team had, or how many extra credits you actually got. I mean, I'm sure it is shown on the display when you receive them, like in the middle, below your, or underneath your crosshair. Like, they always see when you get credits, but you obviously don't pay attention to it while playing. And I feel like her weapon, I mean, if you scope in, I think you don't want to shoot at the fastest speed possible, because your aim just gets inaccurate if you shoot too fast, because then your whole screen is shaking around. And I'm not sure, I mean, if it's that satisfying to watch. Like, because your screen starts shaking around when you shoot too fast. Even now for me playing, it's a little bit rough sometimes to see what I'm doing when I shoot too fast. So I think you just want to, I mean, you want to shoot fast, but not as fast as possible, maybe. I don't know. Or I just have to play her more often to get used to her screen shaking. I really enjoy her weapon. I really enjoy her whole kit. She's so much fun to me. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because she's so strong. I don't know. She's so much fun. I don't know if they can touch. Okay, no. Yeah, kind of short game. I think I do another one. And I think I do like every passive once. So probably another game with a different passive. Okay, welcome back. I think this time I want to play... Let me see what we have. I mean, we have a strong ult with Furia, but I think I want to go cooldown reduction because of Evie and Lian, and also Furia. But I think the passive works best when you actually pay attention to your team comp or to see what you're playing against. Also, like sometimes I think you rather would want to pick the shield one, but I made it loadout, but I don't know how it's working. I have to see. Yeah, like maybe to explain more about the passives. I think if you have characters which have, I don't know, strong cooldowns or long cooldowns, like Evie and Lian have really strong cooldowns for themselves. They aren't that long, but if you reduce them, it's obviously easier for them to make work because Evie can blink more often, Lian can use her auto aims more often, and Fury can heal a little bit more often, get out more beams, stuff like that. So I also think this legendary would work, not legendary, this passive would work really good against, with Atlas, because Atlas has such long cooldowns. Maybe also Grover, because Grover has, compared to other healers, kind of long cooldowns. I mean, you can reduce it when you play when he's playing deep roots. So and I think the old legendary passive. I don't know why I always say legendary, just because it's a new mechanic of the game. Where like the old passive works really good with champions having really strong ultimates or slow charging ultimates. I can imagine it works really good with Barrack maybe because his dome charges so slowly compared to other tanks. But it also could work really good if you have, I mean, if your ult is really strong. Maybe Khan, something like that. But maybe the safest passive to go where you don't have to pay attention to and it still works is the credit one, that you get extra credits when getting elims. Oh, she was just throwing out her mine and retreating. Okay, that's fair enough, I guess. Yeah, like see, I think up close it's kind of hard. I mean, it's possible up close. I have to play more often to get used to her weapon up close. But I think you still want to use your scope up close. Maybe, I don't know. Have to try it out more often. But I feel like up close it's kind of hard, maybe to I don't know, actually win the 1v1s. And I think up close maybe want to try to aim more accurate than faster, or shoot more accurate than faster. On range, see, I'm not shooting at full speed. Okay. her jump is so great to get over the map, actually. The only thing I don't like about her jump is that you can't control it once you're in the air. Like, I mean, it's great that you can jump basically in every direction. But I don't like that you can't control it like the Bugs jump. But I think otherwise it would be too strong. And I think if you could control it better, then the heal legendary would actually be better, because then you could try to aim it on your teammates, like jump and then adjust afterwards depending on where your teammates are. And now I feel like the now indicator again for the service ult. I think because now you just jump so far sometimes, so imagine I would want to heal my Furia now or my Yago. Probably not possible because my jump is too too strong, so to say. I don't know. Oh, and they're just jumping off the point. Yeah, I think this is also great to start fights. And I'm not sure, but I think if you or when you use your right click in the air, oh no. Like, see, I think the weapon not Golden is not that strong. I mean, you could shoot really fast. Maybe in the end the DPS per like the damage per second is higher. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if that's supposed to work like that. Like, she could mark me when I was in my feed. I don't know. Maybe it was just some weird timing, but for me it looked like, or it felt like she marked me when I was in my feed, and I kind of was sure that they couldn't see me because I was in my feed, but then they actually could hit me because of the mark by Terra. So don't know if that's supposed to work like that. That you can mark enemies being in the field because you obviously can't see them, and usually you need to have line of sight to mark them. So, yeah, I know, I remember what I wanted to say. I think, I'm not sure, but I think, okay, maybe against some champions it works, like Kostara has no movement ability. When you're using a right click in the air, you're actually floating downwards a little bit. I'm not sure. Oh no, I have to read it. Oh. Yeah, he got full healed, and I think he's also playing Smolder, so a lot of heals.
Alright, time to change our strategy.
I think it's more like at the end, maybe, that you at the end start floating downwards a little bit.
No problem.
He won't see me.
Yeah, this range also works, I think.
No problem.
I definitely have to play her more often to figure out when to use the scope and when not. I still think hold is sometimes a little bit hard to aim, maybe, like to tell where people where people are to actually hit them. Sometimes I think to counter shields or tanks, it's good to aim or it's easy to hit, but afterwards it's kind of hard.
This is Fuba.
That's too bad. Excellent.
You kind of get stuck on the wall.
On my way.
Oh, lucky one. He countered.
I'm over it.
Oh, yeah, I feel like sometimes her right click doesn't work properly. Like, I think, I don't know. Sometimes when you jump and press your right click, it doesn't activate or it doesn't count. I don't know. So you don't stop in the air. Oh, okay, then don't touch. And I don't really know which items to buy on Octavia yet. Like, I think Cord is good. I think Rekka is also good.
Secured.
I don't know. Want to try out Nimble. And I also want to try out Life Rip. I'm curious to know if Life Rip is maybe good on her.
Don't know what we do without you.
I think he's left. Yes. Or mid. Oh, lucky one.
Thanks.
Oh no. Oh, firebomb.
Retreat!
We're flanked alright.
Oh no. Yeah, I think this is also something I need to get used to. That it bounces off, like my feet bounces off walls or pillars or something like that.
On my way!
Oh, I'm probably dead.
On my way!
Yes. I was slow.
On my way!
Okay, I think I kind of want to flank, maybe. Or just at least shoot from the side. Not against Zin. Kind of ultimate punch. I actually hit someone, okay. So see, sometimes I think it's just lucky if you hit someone or not. Because I think you can easily dodge the ult when you look in the air, because then you can tell where her beams come from. So that's why I think it's easy to dodge, and I don't know. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I think, yeah, she's definitely a lot of fun. I want to play her more often. I think I'm gonna play the other passives in another video. But for now, I think her kit is really strong. I really like it. Maybe a little bit too strong, like her weapon. I don't know. But I don't know. She's a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've had a nice day. Thanks for watching, and always remember, don't forget you guys are awesome.